Cooking with Frankie Meatball. Today I'm going to make you one of my favorite concoctions. I came up with this concoction because I got tired of just eating regular grilled chicken breast or chicken cutlets. I needed something else rather than putting it in buffalo sauce or hot sauce or ketchup. I needed something else. I came up with this concoction and I call it Chicken Soprano. Chicken Soprano, huh? You guys, you're gonna love this. You can call it whatever you want. The reason why I call it Chicken Soprano is because I got some pancetta in it, some roasted peppers, we're gonna do some mushrooms, some grape tomatoes, extra sharp provolone cheese. Guys, you're gonna love this. So, anyway, I got some clean chicken breast here. Okay? I don't like how thick this is. I'm gonna cut it in half, but before I do, I'm going to pound it. You don't have to pound it with a hammer, just hit it with your hand. You don't have to hit it too hard. Just give it a nice little boom, boom, boom. For tenderize, grab your knife, put your hand on top, and just run your knife right through it. The sharper your knife is, the better your knife is, guys. Get some grapeseed oil. We're going to just paint this. We're going to paint that. We're going to paint the town, silly. Alright, we're going to paint that side. Salt it. Pepper, that's it. Nothing fancy. You want to throw some garlic powder? You can throw some garlic powder on it. It's up to you, however you want to do it. Flip it over, same thing. You want to get 2 cloves of garlic. You remember how I taught you how to open the garlic? Cut the top off a little bit. Okay? Cut the top off. Then smashy smash. Smash. Boom. Boom. Skin comes right off. Alright, we'll set our garlic here to the side. Okay? And guys, again, always do your mise en place first before you start cooking anything. Okay, we got the chicken over there. It's resting with salt and pepper on it, and we're just going to do our mise en place. You always want to have everything prepared before you start cooking. This way, you don't have to worry about burning everything because you have everything right there. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? All right, you get your onion. I got a little bit of onion left, so and I only need a little bit. Again, I'm going to run my knife down there, keeping it together. You know what I'm saying? Don't go all the way back. Just you know, just right like that. I'm going to just a little bit like that. I only need a little bit of onion. Boom. I'm going to take some of this, not too much. If you don't want too much, I think that's enough. I'm going to fine chop that, and I'm going to saute that with the garlic. I'm going to set that to the side. I'm going to set that right next to the onions since we're going to cook them together. You could get fresh mushrooms bought already chopped, but to me that's one too many hands in the cookie jar. I like to buy them whole. You want to wash them under the sink? Be my guest. To me, mushrooms are like a sponge. They'll absorb the water. What you want to do with the mushrooms to clean them, you want to get a paper towel, what I do, and just brush the dirt off. I cut the bottom off like that, set that to the side, and I just slice them down. What you want to do with your mushrooms, you want them all basically the same size. And the reason why you want them cut all the same, so they all cook the same. The mushrooms are pretty much the co-star of the dish. I think the pancetta, or you could use bacon. Or you could use real bacon bits and just throw it in at the end. Okay? And, I mean, like, again, you don't have to use that. You can just saute your mushrooms first. I mean, there's so many things you can do with making a sauce. You know what I'm saying? Wine and mushrooms in a sauce are my thing. So I'm going to put these mushrooms over here to the side, and I'm going to get your grape tomatoes. I'm going to slice it right down the middle. That's it, right down the middle, guys. Okay, boom. We'll put our tomatoes up top here. Grab some parsley. Now, you don't have to use fresh parsley. You can use the dry stuff. This is cooking with Frankie Meatball. What does Frankie Meatball say? The fresher the better, right, guys? The fresher the better. That's what I'm saying. The fresher the better, guys. You remember how to cut the parsley? Just bunch it all together, guys. Okay? Just bunch it together. Okay? You want to bunch it together? Just run your knife right through it. And we'll put that, our parsley, to the side. Boom. My favorite time is basil time. I'm going to cut some off of this plant. Nice little plant. You got these plants, they last long if you take care of them. You know what I mean? They're not a plant that you're going to keep forever. So fresh, smell good. It'll last me maybe a couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? I think that's enough right here. I'm going to get another one. And you guys remember how I do my basil. We're going to put everything together like that. Right? You roll up the basil. Grab your knife. Down the middle. And just run your knife right through it. Boom. Right to the side, guys. We'll put that there for a little decoration. You know what I'm saying? Guys, let me tell you, I went to a comedy show last night. Joseph D'Onofrio's comedy show. He hosts comedy shows in New York. He's going to be in AC coming up, Atlantic City, that is, for your out-of-towners. Guys, if you're able to check out his show, he is funny, and he gets better with every show I go and see him. He just keeps getting better and better. You know what I mean? And he's a little fresh. You know what fresher, the better. We have our roasted peppers. Now the roasted peppers is why I call it Soprano. Because if I'm not mistaken, in the show, The Sopranos, Tony always gets a sandwich with roasted peppers. And if not, to me, when you do something with roasted peppers, it's Italian. And I'm on a Sopranos kick. So, it's the Chicken Soprano, guys. If you want to leave it in strips, you can leave it in strips. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it all in half. Okay, you want it in pieces, you make it in pieces. You can chop it up in pieces, however you want. But I like to taste some of that pepper, you know what I mean? But I don't want them too big, so I'm going to kind of bring them down a little bit. You got your roasted peppers, your basil, your parsley, your grape tomatoes, your onion, garlic, mushrooms. One more thing left, and then our mise en place is done. My favorite, extra sharp provolone cheese. What you want to do, you just want to cut it, you want to get it all crumbly. It falls apart anyway, so see how it's just falling apart, guys? Look at that. And it just crumbles. You can take the skin off. Take the skin off. Then what I'm going to do is just run my knife through it. Get it in nice little pieces. And if you don't want it in pieces like this, guys, you could grate it on top. But me, I like it in chunks. I like to put it on top. Boom. Forget about it. You could grate it. You could do whatever you want with it. I like it in pieces. Again, it's your world, guys. So, we have roasted peppers, basil, parsley, and everything mise en place. We are in place, and we are prepped, and we are ready to make the Chicken Soprano. Always make sure whatever you're cooking your chicken on is preheated, so this way you throw your chicken right on, and you hear love. Look at that. Nicey nice. We'll let that cook on one side, get some lines in it, then we're going to flip it on the other side. We're going to make it marvelous. And what I like to flip my chicken with is a fork. My grandma, my mom, they always flip their chicken cutlets with forks. For you Italians out there, you probably know what I'm talking about. They use the fork. Fork you. Right here I have my pan heating up with some grapeseed oil. You can use olive oil, whatever oil you want to use. I'm going to throw my onions and garlic in. We're going to saute that a little bit together. Put just a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt. Just for now. We'll add more in. Alright, we're going to mix that together. Now we're going to throw our pancetta in. It's up to you how much you want. Okay? Now pancetta, like a bacon. Okay, so we're just going to cook that up. Now you want to get your mushrooms. You can use regular mushrooms or baby bellas. Baby portobellos, that's what I got right here. I'm going to mix that garlic up in there. You can hit it with a little more oil. We're going to throw some of our roasted peppers in. Just a bit. That's going to cool things off a little bit. I'll do a couple more. I'm feeling another one or two. Okay, now get your grape tomatoes. Throw your grape tomatoes in there. If you look at your tomatoes, you can see them starting to get cooked, starting to get wilted, and that one's not. So, you know, if you want, just flip it around. Still give it a minute to cook. Okay? Right now, at this time, you could just throw some parsley in. Just a little bit. There we go. Give it a nice little mix. Throw your parsley in. Smell that now. I'm telling you guys, you're going to love this. Again, you can add whatever you want. You know what I mean? But this is just what I prefer. I'm feeling a little more parsley. A little bit, another little pinch. I'm going to just leave it alone and let the tomatoes finish cooking. You don't want to overcook your tomatoes. Alright, everything's just about cooked. Now, this is where the magic happens, okay? All that flavor that's on the bottom of the pan, it's going to come up. You can use cooking wine, you can use regular wine, it's up to you, but use a white wine. Okay, so we're going to cool things off here. Let's put a little bit, a little more. Boom. Give it a nice little mix. Going to let that heat back up. That just cooled things off. You're going to let it heat back up. Another hit of salt. Okay. Another little pinch of pepper. Let that cook for a minute. Okay. That looks good for me. Shut your heat off. Remove it from the heat. Grab your basil. Throw your basil in. Throw your basil in. Throw your butter in. And just stir it together. And let that butter melt. It's going to just bring the whole sauce and the whole stuff together. Alright, stir that up, let that melt, and then we'll plate. that sauce, guys, huh? See how the butter brought everything together? So we're just gonna lay some of that right on top of the chicken. Now, of course, if you're making more than 2 pieces, you're gonna put more vegetables and stuff. Nothing too overcooked, guys. Look at that, huh? Look at that. Nothing too overcooked. Look at that. I'm telling you. Yummy, yum, yum, yum. Huh? Nice, huh, guys? I'm telling you guys, try this recipe. You can add to it. You can substitute the pancetta for bacon with some prosciutto. I'm telling you guys, now, you want to top it off with some extra sharp provolone or sharp provolone if you don't like the sharp. Look at that, guys. That is the Chicken Soprano. I'm telling you guys, if you like what you saw, hit like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification button, guys. Check us out on Instagram. Check us out on Facebook. If you really like this recipe, give me a comment. Let me know what you think about it. I'm telling you, Chicken Soprano, you can call it whatever you want, but today, this is the Chicken Soprano. Guys, again, this is Frankie Meatball. If you like what you saw, hit like and subscribe. Email me your address